Good morning. For those who don't know me, my name is Susan Nisenbaum Becker. I lived in Middleboro for 27 years and now live in Dedham, but I was a friend of the church all that time and loved being here when I came and loved sharing my work over the years. So I was very pleased. I'm very pleased to be here and thankful for Susan and Vi for inviting me to read some of my work. I'll be reading 4 poems, which will be interspersed by pieces that Susan will be playing. The poems that I'll be reading are loosely connected. They don't have one theme, but they're new work, and they're about life and about what we're experiencing now, what I'm experiencing in my life. So I hope that they'll have some resonance for you. Poems do it all. Everything is a potential subject for a poet. Love, heartbreak, birth, illness, death, a good joke, war, healing, politics, sex, food, suffering, gardening, a sandwich, the divine. You name it, whatever calls the poet is fair game for a poem. And a good poem sings it, whatever that it is, through sound and silences, through rhythm, breath, and form, so that the reader and the listener sees, feels, hears, tastes, smells, makes associations, remembers, has sensations in the body, hopefully is moved by something the poet tries to share, because it's in the sharing that the poem really lives and happens. Poems require deep listening. Just be open to whatever washes over you. That's my hope. Listen with your ears, your mind, your heart and body, and I'll try my best to sing. Hard, as in the water's hard, another word for minerally, and we do what we do to make it soft, smooth, velvet, sliding on skin, clean, clear for clothes, sweet to drink. Or hard, cider, even hard apples, as in I saw a group of deer stumbling around an apple tree, having eaten many fermented windfalls. And then the way it is when a poem is hard to write, as opposed to when it jumps out fully clothed and ready for battle, like Athena from Zeus's head. Or hard, like the diamonds in the ring you gave me, one raw, one cut, and how hard that diamond tool must have been to brew it, saw, and cleave the stone to form its girdle and table. Your heart, soft, tender, when you slipped it on my finger. There's hardcore, hard set, hard on, hard-headed, hard scrabble, hardship, hardened, as in Pharaoh hardened his heart toward freeing the Hebrew slaves, making instead the choice to have his people suffer. Have people suffer. Hasn't that hard been going on and on? Then there's the hard facts, some beyond imagination, like the one delivered that frigid cobalt sky December that you had ALS, a rock-hard fact we had to crush and swallow, hanging on to each other in the parking lot. Dear crow, why are you black? I'm black because I'm not a chestnut's mahogany scattered onto the grass. Because I'm a lamp that stays dark, and when flying in a murder, anyone watching staggers. Dear crow, why are you black? I'm so black, I'm nearly blue. Dear crow, why are you blue? Because something in you is smashed like a window shattered by a rock. Because you don't know that sometimes when there's a bloody end, there's a start. Oh, crow, why are you blue? Because the green is shrinking, because night has spread into morning and daylight's been sheared by hours. Dear crow, why do you glister? Because my feathers are prisms that cut light into 100 hues. Crow dear, why do you screech? Because it's my song, the way I tally my wounds, the way I sing everything. Between Alicante and Barcelona, it's about a train ride. The woman on the train to Barcelona vigorously files her nails, then blows the nail dust off her phone onto the carpet to be vacuumed in the evening when the train sleeps at the station. That dust contains her unique genetic info, an iteration of Homo sapiens gleaned from 300,000 years of evolution, having lost their tails at a particular point, emptied from the vacuum bag into some trash bin taken away by the efficient Alicante sanitary system. A person wearing a neon green vest, white canvas suit, and cap. Why am I thinking about this? Because I'm thinking about time and about how things are built and crumble and how they're eventually replaced by something else. About dinosaurs, for example, evolving for 350 million years and then, blam, are gone with all the other plants and animals that have been evolving for all those millions of years, blasted away from the heat and ash and cold and choked off air that crazy serendipitous asteroid created when it hit the planet. I'm thinking about how all the evolutionary bravado was pretty much wiped clean. And then the ferns came, and something else like mammals, who eventually drew the leaping man on the cave wall, his bow drawn back, shooting the deer, who eventually transformed into the man who built the Sagrada Familia, for example, and the tree trunk columns supporting the dome, bringing the outside inside, and the one who made the stained glass windows that poured in an astonishing light and said that light wasn't enough, but that the play of light on objects was better. I'm thinking about how in us there's this drive to make, which is equal to the drive to leave something behind, and that there's an indifference in it all and an ongoingness. And there's maybe a comfort in that right now, that nothing lasts, though mostly the thought makes me unbearably sad, wishing my children and their loves and theirs and so forth, whom I love even though I'll never know them, will not face growing old and loss as I'm doing now. Or more simply, I'm thinking about the woman's nails made into a kind of stardust. This feels like remembering. Now I know the arc of your throat, your laugh, an inconsolable scream when you draw blood or when the brokenness strikes because the cheese touches the bread or the purple matchbox racer disappears through a crack, or the bear's been moved from here to there. Now I fix your ponytail or exchange your tutu for shorts so you can climb the slide wrong way up. You lift the milk cup and drink deeply as you will someday a glass of wine with a meal you'll cook. I won't know you then. And where I'll be, I can't guess. Me on one bank, you on a bend upriver, cords of light between. I'll be thinner than air. Where are my mother and father? Where the brother born before me, my friend? This natural is as banal as sun and stars. I won't meet your children, who will certainly not be named baby, though now you're 4 lined up face down on blankets you call baby, 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 and baby. I will watch you if I can. But promise this: swim without ideas of towels, splash in brackish puddles, take earbuds out to hear the ospreys keen, raise your head from screens to see the double rainbow, contrails breaking up, the moon captured in an ocean pool like an opal resting on black velvet. How everything is ensouled. May there be air you can breathe and trees. May there be kindness where you live.
The cash in the plate this week will be donated to health imperatives. Their trauma-informed inclusive services are structured around 4 main areas of focus and expertise: sexual and reproductive health care and other health services, youth and young families, WIC nutrition assistance, and support for survivors of violence. Through these services, they provide high-quality, compassionate, and equitable care to people of all income levels, races, ethnicities, sexualities, gender identities, countries of origin, and immigration status. Would the ushers please join me at the front of the sanctuary so that we might take up the offering for the work of this church?